the name.
We want back ends. Wipe my sins. They can't win. No new friends. Football fans. They sleep again. We wake them up. The champs is in. We want back ends. Wipe my sins. Wipe it. They can't win. No new friends. Football fans. They sleep again. We wake them up. The champs is in. Yeah.
Thank you, Coach. EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to Oakland, California. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Los Angeles Chargers and the Oakland Raiders. Two clubs here, each looking to rebound from a Week 1 loss as we're underway on EA Sports. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. First down, Rivers. Looking for Benjamin, but it's intercepted. Picked off around the 27, and they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line.
Brandon, when we sat with the offensive coordinator and the head coach and talked about how they wanted to begin this game offensively, they talked about their script, didn't they? 10 to 15 plays, the first 10 to 15 they had on their script. Nowhere on the script was there throwing an interception, I have to believe.
6-18. Yo, Chief.
Now after the INT, it's Carr. And he's in. Touchdown, Raiders. Amari Cooper, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Raiders have taken the early lead. Myers connects on the PAT, and that makes the score 7-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. And the Chargers coming out of the field now. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. Try to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And down he goes. Brought down a Raider sack. Nick Kwiatkowski. He's the one that got to him. He takes him down for a loss of 9. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Rivers. Hunter Henry brings it in. It'll be a pick out to 15 as that'll lead to 3rd down.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
Hey, left.
Rivers from the gun on 3rd down. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And that one incomplete. Had some position but couldn't hold on, and it brings up 4th down. And this passing game's whole offense really didn't show up in the loss last week, and it hasn't started all that great here either.
Yeah, and they can't let that incompletion become an uh-oh moment. Like, oh boy, here we go again. Just like last week, each game is its own entity, treated as such. Almost outkicked his coverage there. 48-yard punt, but 10 on the return. And the Raiders will take over now, 1st and 10. Carr and the Raiders come up 1st and 10, just shy of the 30. Now Carr. And he will not get away from the pressure here. Carr taken down. Denzel Perryman not dropping into coverage. He comes on the blitz and takes him down for a loss of 9. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. From the gun, it's Carr. To the left side and complete for Amari Cooper. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
Hey, 7:34.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. And that is incomplete. Cooper again the target, and that'll bring up 2nd down. That one didn't quite make it to the target, but that's not always a function of the strength of the arm of the quarterback, is it? Sometimes there's just too much pressure there. In any case, the ball doesn't arrive. Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10. Back to the air on 2nd down. It's Carr. Trying for Cooper again. This time he finds it. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. A Raider 1st down as Carr finds Cooper. I don't care who you put on him. He's going to be a handful in one-on-one throws. Yeah, right now you're right. They're in man-to-man. Maybe need some safety help. I would say that'd be a good idea. Double team him somehow. I'm going to have to make someone else beat me rather than let him shred my defense. On 1st down, Carr. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down. Yeah, good game catching the ball in the backfield a week ago, and they're going to try and involve him in that way in this game as well. But you can tell scouting is taking over. They're making it a little bit more difficult. Yeah, defensively, they told us, hey, we've got to take him out of the passing game, limit it to just short runs, because he can really impact this offense. Carr again here on 2nd and 10. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. His first catch, good for 16 and a first. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, here's Carr. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down. Second and 12 after the 1st down pass play went backwards for 2 yards.
694. Here we go, we're good.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And an alley to run. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. It'll be a gain of 11, and that'll make it 3rd and 1. Look, the 1st down marker is out there, but sometimes it's hard to find for an offense when they're in a long yardage situation, which usually means throw the football. In this case, they went against the tendency and ran it, and boy, the reward was there. A big pickup, and guess what? It's now 3rd and very short in order to try and pick up a 1st down. Carr to throw on 3rd and 1. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. as his guys are in for 6, and the Raiders add on to their lead. Well, it was 3rd and 1. I was expecting runs, so much for that. They pass it, they score it.
That had the feel of the head coach telling the offensive coordinator, you've got 4 downs here. We're going to go for it on 4th down unless there's a disaster on 3rd. Go ahead and take a shot if you want to. And he gratefully accepted the opportunity and did exactly that. If they didn't get it there, that had the feel that they would come back and try it on 4th down.
The Chargers getting set to go. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board.
Hurry up.
From the shotgun, it's Rivers. He's airing it out for Williams. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. They'll run. This is Melvin Gordon. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. Just a couple there on the 2nd down run. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8 situation.
Early down stuff's to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
Rivers to throw it. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
I think the punter might start to get into a pretty good rhythm here if he keeps getting opportunities. But that's the last thing his team wants to have happen, right? The last thing you want to see is your punter feeling pretty good because he's out there all the time.
Yeah, first quarter only, but they're 0 for 2 on 3rd down conversions to start this thing. A good return there, 17 yards. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The Raiders offense now, they trot back out. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
180. Comes up. 280. Shut.
They go play action here on 1st down. And Nelson's got it here right side. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. Successful start to the drive, 17 yards, and moves the sticks. Carr now already over 100 yards passing in just this first quarter. It's 1st and 10.
OP.
Shotgun now for Carr. And Bryant's got it over the middle. And able to break 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders. Hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or?
Better against man, because now you're running away from someone, and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
618.
Carr to throw on 2nd down. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. Murray fighting, lost the football. And this is recovered by the Chargers.
The psychology of the game never ceases to amaze me because you would think there would never be a fumble from what we hear from coaches all the time, right?
And how much they practice not fumbling.
Practice it, preach it, talk about it all the time. You would think no one would ever turn it over. Yet they are humans out there running around, and we just saw another one.
Opportunistic by the defense. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 23 yards on the play. Back now to begin the second quarter with Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin. It's the Chargers here with a football, and they've got it here with a first down. Rivers now to throw on first down. This is Gordon on the dump off. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup, and that'll make it second down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Rivers now on second down. He's going to look for Allen now on the deep ball. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. Seems like this defense, especially the secondary, has really been contesting about every throw in this first half.
Remind me of a good half-court defensive basketball team. Every time a pass is thrown, they're right there in good defensive position, able to affect the play.
They'll need to get this to the 38. That's where the first down marker is here on third. They'll throw again. Rivers. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Nick Kwiatkowski in there to drop him for his second sack now here tonight. Here's Drew Kaiser now as he's on to punt for L.A. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. And problems spreading to the punt team now. This one goes all the way into the end zone on the fly, so that'll come back to the 20. The Raiders offense now, they trot back out. And last time, the fumble, the turnover. Now they still have the lead, but I don't think coaches care. The turnovers will bother them no matter what the scoreboard says.
That's the relief that you still have the lead, but coaches look at what if and what it should be. Turning the ball over when they get a chance to score more points and increase the lead, that's what's going to affect them.
And they're also thinking to future weeks, maybe when the game's closer, right?
No doubt about it. You want to clean up everything. Let's just be honest about it. They want everything to be perfect at all times. They don't want to give up anything that's going to hurt their team.
Single receiver. Hey, you're on an island over there. Purdue! You're mine.
On second down, here's Carr. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. That'll put him at 66 receiving yards now for the game, and he's got a first down. Carr now 9 of 11 passing in this first half. He's got his guys a 1st and 10.
694! 29! You're mine.
Working from the gun, it's Carr. And he whips that one incomplete there.
The effort's always going to be there. Everyone's always going to try and make a catch, but underthrown balls, I think, are the toughest ones to come back and get because usually your momentum's going in the opposite direction when you're trying to stop, break, and come back and get it.
2nd and 10 from the 33-yard line.
Purdue! That's it! 734! White!
Carr will try it again on second down. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down.
Brandon, they didn't get everything they wanted out of that play, but the tight end did. And I don't mean it in a positive way. Great job of him holding on after absorbing that big hit.
Second down pass play got him 8 yards. Now they've got a third and a couple remaining. They go play action for Murray. Now Carr. And this one is incomplete.
Fans do love the long ball, don't they? And he already found his guy once. Tried to give him another chance there, didn't he?
Yeah, he did. Couldn't connect, but as you alluded to, he does have that touchdown from earlier, trying to keep him in the rhythm. Now Benjamin. Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over. The Charger offense making their way back out there. Now, if you're a fan of punting, and I know that not many people are, but this game kind of turning into one for you.
Well, it's okay if it's a skills contest, right? We're really into it then, but not during the course of an actual game. This has turned into a field position game, though. Sometimes a better punter may actually determine the outcome. 2
yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete. The Chargers on 3rd down, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 8. Working out of the gun, Rivers. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Xavier Howard. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Raider defense delivers a score.
Partner, what we just saw, that's a great example of a team that was really amped up. They've been playing so well, yet they didn't get overexcited and have a bust on defense and gave up a big play. Instead, they created their own big play with a pick six. This one may be over.
Yeah, it's just the first half, but that lead has swelled to the point where you're wondering if it is over already. Here's Desmond King on the return. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. The Chargers offense now, they get set to head back on the field. So Rivers will lead the Chargers up 1st and 10 at their own 27. Back to it after the pick six. Rivers. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Khalil Mack in there to get him for a loss of 5.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
To throw is Rivers. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
An attempt at a deep ball there. They didn't get it. But, boy, they're going to need a few of those to actually hit in order to get back into this game.
Good thing they do have a little bit of time here still left in the contest. Decent-sized deficit, but not one that they can't manage. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Throwing Rivers. And that is incomplete.
I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
Let's take it at around the 40. We'll call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And out will come the offense as they take over. Now the Oakland offense heading back onto the field to take over. They were forced to punt last time, and I doubt sincerely that they'll have to punt here because they're gifted with terrific field position.
I don't even want to think about the idea that they would end up punting starting with this type of field position. Neither do they. Great starting spot, great opportunity to run your full playbook. They want to take a shot here, they can go ahead and do it.
Give them a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
Caught by Nelson left side. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. First down, Raiders. The former Packer Jordy Nelson on the receiving end from Carr. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway.
7:34.
Carr now on first down. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. But he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. A minute 57 to go in this first half. We'll come back to Oakland after this. A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on first and goal.
Low, low, low. Low, low, low.
Now they'll run. Murray. And he's over the line and in for a Raider touchdown. Latavius Murray, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Raiders add 6 to their lead. It's good, and they stretch their lead to 28-0 now. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. To return it now, here's King. And he breaks it all the way out to the 38-yard line. Great return. Now the Chargers offensive unit ready to see what they can do here. Typically down to the first half, I might say, oh, you at least need a field goal out of this drive, but they're down to the point where they need a touchdown, don't they?
Yeah, normally you know me. I mean, you've been around me for a while now, right?
Unfortunately.
I'm sorry. But
And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked up by Gary and Conley. And he returns it into enemy territory down to the 45-yard line. Allen, the intended receiver. Now, sort of a second quarter to forget for him. Now 2 picks in this frame.
almost as if the first one that he threw, he couldn't shake, couldn't get it out of his head. He ends up throwing a second one as a result.
Compounds the mistake a little bit.
Yeah, you got to be able to forget, compartmentalize, whatever you want to call it, and move on. He hasn't been able to do so here in the second.
On first down, Murray. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
Down. You want it, eh?
Now Carr throwing on second down. Letting one fly deep for Cooper. So the long attempt falls innocently to the ground, and it brings up third. They're going for a receiver there. Already has one touchdown of this first half. A second one not to be.
I like where their headspace is, though. I mean, I really like the thought process, right? You got a guy who's already scored one, right? You want to go back to him, continue the hot hand, and make them adjust to you defensively. I like what they were trying to get done, even though they weren't successful.
Wide open receiver, complete. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. The pickup goes for 16 and a Raider first down. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Carr now on first down. Over the middle, complete. It's Bryant. And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead, as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal.
Monday, down. Blue 80.
They'll try to run it in with Murray. He gets this down to the 3, but no further. Brought the power run out of the bag and got a couple extra yards with it. 5 yards, a good run there, and now 2nd and goal. One man in the backfield, Murray on 2nd and goal.
Why?
They'll give it to him up the middle. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. And before they can run this 3rd down play, we're going to get a timeout, as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. The Raiders on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and goal.
Yo, Chief.
One receiver to the left is Cooper.
Yo, Chief.
Carr now on 3rd and goal. Dancing to his left. And he'll just chuck this one up into row G. It's incomplete. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here. And Myers able to knock it through. So we've reached halftime here in Oakland with the Raiders on top. As we'll send you eastward to Orlando. Standing by with that EA Sports halftime report now is Jonathan Coachman. Take it away, Coach. Sturgis out now to kick this one off. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Out comes the Raiders offense. They'll go on offense first to start quarter number 3. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. The false start backs them up 5, 1st and 15. Carr. This one caught left side by Cooper. And he'll get it up here this time to the 21. Just a 1-yard pickup on the play, and that's going to make it 2nd and 14.
We got three. Get down. 185. Hey, alert 48. Hey, we don't like the 48 right now. Let's go. Come here.
Carr turns, hands to Murray. So a nice job to break the 1 tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. He'll get a couple yards back, but not more than that. They'll be left with 12 yards to go on 3rd down. An extra defensive back on the field for the Chargers now on 3rd down.
Hey, Purdue!
Throwing his Carr on 3rd down. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. He's up now to 80 yards receiving in the ballgame, and he's got a 1st down. Now Carr with a give to Murray. Bulldozes past him. He'll take this from the 40 up to the 45 for a gain of 5. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
Yo, Chief. Down. 180.
10th carry of the game now. Murray. And a minimal gain here as he's up to about the 47-yard line. It's Melvin Ingram on the tackle.
3rd quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
The Raiders on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2.
Down. 180. Low. I got him. Yo, Chief. That's up.
Now whistles here, and I believe one of the Raider linemen might have been moving. That was a 3rd and somewhat manageable now, not so manageable.
Exactly, because you had a play call on that you felt like, hey, this could go quick, and it doesn't take much to get it done. Now, you got to start thinking about a little bit of a deeper route type of a call, especially if you want to throw it.
To throw on 3rd down, Carr. Out left side here to Bryant. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, You're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Now we'll look at the Chargers offense. They get ready for their first possession of the second half. They were able to get the stop defensively. Now a chance really to set the tone here in quarter 3.
They can really take charge, can't they? And this is probably how it was drawn up at the half. I think we can go inside the locker room, all right? And I think we would see up on the grease boards, stop them defensively, get the ball back for the offense, and let's go downfield and score. Seems simple, right? The last part, we have to find out if that's going to happen. But the first part worked to perfection. Did exactly what they wanted, and now their offense has to pay it off.
See if they can get the latter 50%. Second down, Rivers. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off around the 27. And he's going to get this on down to the 13-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
They'll try and get the running game going here with Murray. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
$6.18. Monday, down.
Looking to throw on second down. Carr. A quick throw here. That's complete. No, bottled up. Fumble. It's out. It's loose. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, or that could have been trouble. So they escape, so to speak, maintaining the football. Defensively, though, opportunity miss.
It definitely was, because that's all defenses talk about. Getting the football and either advancing it the other way or just getting possession and turning it over to their offense. That can be a little bit deflating. You're exactly right.
And this is caught. Touchdown, Raiders. Third touchdown pass now for Derek Carr. And the Raiders take advantage of field position on the turnover to cash this one in. Extra point up and through by Myers. And that will extend this big lead. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. To return it now, here's King. The Chargers offense gets set. They head back onto the field. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now where do you go?
I think that now it's much more in their head. And what I mean by that is just what you said. You've gone over the changes. I bet they were pretty clinical at the half, not too emotional. They might need to go to the emotional side because you've got to find something, some spark somewhere. And so far, just being calm hasn't exactly worked.
They need any spark at this point. On second down, they'll run with Gordon. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. He lost 2 there, and it's third down.
Brandon, that play typifies what we've seen from the offense all day long. They've had no success getting things going. I think for the offensive coordinator, he's got to go to that side of the play sheet that says try something different, try some specials, something they haven't seen all day to try and get this offense kick-started.
Rivers from the gun on third down. And now here is another interception. Xavier Rhodes with a pick. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the second week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirts.
Yeah, he better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out.
24.
Now a give. This is Murray. And he'll be brought down at about the 25 after a pickup of 4.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
Tight end right. Down. Wide 85. 3 down. It's 37.
Back now in the East Bay. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the fourth quarter. A very one-sided affair. To throw on second down. Carr going with a screen for Murray. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. He'll wind up losing 3. And now it's third down. The Raiders on third down. They've hit 4 of 7. This is 3rd and 9.
Down. Wide 80.
From the gun, it's Carr. Flushed out right. And an alley to run. And avoids the contact by sliding. Give him 8 yards that time on the scramble, and now 4th down.
I liked his effort there. He got it done on his own. But let's face it, he puts defenses in a really stressful spot when he takes off and runs because a lot of guys have coverage responsibilities.
Good job of rallying, though, because I thought when he first took off, he might pick up the first down. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the fourth.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
Here comes the Chargers offense now back out onto the field. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Now a 2nd down throw for Rivers. Completes it to Benjamin. Rivers to Benjamin. Good for the Charger first down. The start for them near flawless. Defense gets them a 3 and out. 2 quick pass connections on offense.
So that's how a team works together. Just what you described. Get them the ball, give them a little momentum, and they're capitalizing off of that. Thanks a lot, guys.
Rivers now. 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. A first down throw here for Rivers. And the Raiders have got him. Khalil Mack in there to get him for his 2nd sack of the night.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, and with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle.
Hey, go orange.
From the shotgun, it's Rivers. Forced out to his left. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's 3rd.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Rivers to throw it. And nowhere to get away. Rivers is dropped.
That right now, that's a defeated team out there. I think you can see it totally in their body language.
Hands on hips, heads low. It's just been a struggle from the start.
Yeah, this team has been thoroughly beaten right from the word go.
Fielded at about the 28. It's a 49-yard punt, but subtract 9 there for the return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The Raider offense now making their way toward the huddle. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup? Let him get some time.
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row that were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL. These guys play, and we just play them all the way through. Now, in certain situations, they will take them out, but for the most part, they're not as worried and concerned about getting them out of the game. And that's always puzzled me a little bit.
The Raiders on third down. They're at 50%, 4 for 8. Here it's 3rd and 3.
Now, Blue 80.
Now Carr. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he'll be brought down with the first down and a late flag here too. And he may get a few more tacked on for good measure. Maybe a critical mistake at this juncture is now they've got a 1st and 10.
Yeah, 98's down. 58-98.
Following the penalty, it's Murray. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the 4th quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
Yeah, 98's down. 58-98.
They go with Murray again. And he loses the football a second time. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, and that could have been trouble.
All I can say about this play is that someone's living right. I mean, he's trying to gain yardage, trying to get upfield. Ball comes free. What's that panic that we've talked about oftentimes that you feel when you lose the ball?
You can sense it.
Oh, you can sense it. And somehow he got to it and was able to recover it for his squad.
Time for a break. We'll come back and wrap up garbage time after this. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10.
We got 3. Get down.
They run again with Murray. He's seen a ton of action tonight. And he'll fight his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
But you know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play.
Check.
Defense still with 3 timeouts. We'll see if they want to use them here as the kneel down comes.
Three down. Monday, down. Blue 80. 48, Mike. Come on, D. That's it.
Clock counting down toward 40 seconds as they take the knee. The storyline in this one, Charles, no doubt the number 0. Zilch, nada. A shutout so hard to do in the NFL.
It really is, and what an accomplishment, because you feel that not just on the defensive side, but as a full team. There's a lot of pride that goes into shutting out an opponent. And how about that 0 on the scoreboard for them, going along with those zeros.
Amends for their